Hi folks, this is Ken Ring here of www.predictweather.com. I just want to draw your attention to this barometric graph for Christchurch, which shows a peak here on Tuesday, and here we are down here more than halfway through Friday, and there's quite a tremendous drop, and especially a big drop from about the early this morning down to now. And you always get this before you get a rather largish earthquake in the area. Now this time here was the new moon, and this time here was what we call the perigee. The perigee is when the moon comes closest to the earth for the month, and if we look at the tide chart for December, we can see the king tide, what we call the king tide, the largest tide in the month, is between the 4th and the 6th, and we're just starting to get over that now. The perigee, when the moon comes closer, and the new moon, they together produce the king tide, and you always get fairly big earthquakes around that time. If you remember, the Christchurch ones did occur around those times as well. Here's our newsletter that we send out at the end of each month. This is the December one. This was depicted in the November one as well, because we go 2 months ahead, and that is that the earthquake times for this month are going to be around these couple of days here, and then at the end of the month as well. So rather powerful situation. There's this barometric drop, well, I call it RAPD, which is rapid air pressure drop, and this was laid out over a month ago as to be happening now, and this is the kind of thing you can do with this lunar method of forecasting. The next risk time for earthquakes coming up is the first week of January, when we get an even more powerful perigee, Perigee 2. It was Perigee 2 in September the 4th, close to, anyway, 2010, when the big Christchurch earthquake occurred. I'm not saying we're going to get another big earthquake in Christchurch. These 7s and 6s, they don't denote magnitude. What they denote is around the world that the magnitudes won't be higher than that figure. And wherever an area is getting a cluster of earthquakes, that will be the area getting the earthquake activity. It'll be something will be occurring north of Christchurch, but also probably between the North Island and Tonga, maybe the Kermadec Trench up around there. And there'll be the king tide as well. There'll also be a Mercury, Sun, Venus alignment, which is what we get when we get the earthquakes in New Zealand. So they're just things to watch out for, basically. I'm not saying this to make people anxious. I'm just doing it so that people can be prepared, and they're not surprised, and not too worried that it's going to be forever or the end of the world, or there's all sorts of thoughts that children have that you can comfort them with and tell them, no, it's over now, and we've got a time to wait before the earth starts to shake again. Now these king tides and the perigees, they bring extreme weather around the world. In the UK they've had tremendous winds, and we get the winds here because of the perigee as well. They're dying down now. They even had an earthquake in Cork, south of Ireland, a couple of hours ago. So the winds will be dying down over the UK as well at this time, because all around the world get the same tides at the same time of the month. If you were to get in a plane and go over to Alaska, say, you would find they were having a king tide at this time as well. Now, if you want to get our newsletter, please go onto our website, www.predictweather.com, and here it says sign up for the free newsletter. Just fill in the details and you will get this newsletter delivered to your email inbox when we send them out. It's all free, and it's just to help you get prepared for what's coming up, severe events, and to put you in the frame of knowledge about what the moon does and what the moon can cause. And I hope that's of interest to people. Ken Ring, www.predictweather.com. Thanks for watching.